here. Gonna give y'all an update and tell a story tonight. Uh, See if a few people get on here. If they don't, whatever. They can watch it on replay, right? Yeah. Doggone boys, I tell you, girl, it's been a rough week. I mean rough. You see, I got my cane. Yeah, I got a problem with what they call a sciatica nerve or whatever. Every now and then I got my right leg, I twist it the wrong way or so, and yeah, it hurts. And it causes my leg to go numb. And it's rough. uh, and I'll tell y'all all about, how that is. Hey, Neil, good to see you. If I don't recognize anybody, as y'all get in here, I'll catch up. I'm going to tell you the story of why I got a problem with my right leg. Yep. uh, and I stepped in a little hole out here tending the garden. You can't see it. It's dark out there under it. Hey, Eddie family. Farms got your shirt on tonight. You ought to be proud. uh, anyway, I did that Monday, and my leg hurts bad. Can't hardly walk. Called the doctor Tuesday when I realized it wasn't going to go away quick, and he called me in a prescription for prednisone, which is a steroid. And I've taken it before, and after taking the dose, you think 3 pills a day. For about 3 days, it goes away. Well, I'm on my third day, and it ain't going away. But he did give me 2 more days of pills, so we'll see. I hope that. But it's rough. I can't hardly walk. Man, I go to work every day, and uh, I get up and go to work. I'm I'm a goer. Ain't nothing gonna put me down. But so I've been going to work every day for about 4 hours, getting emails, getting things scheduled up, doing what I'm doing now. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. I mean, even though I could come home and have to lay down or sit down, and I answer the phone. I'm working from home. Anyhow, yeah, it's been rough. And if something don't get better by Monday, I'm going to have to see a specialist. But anyway, that's neither here or there. But here's how all this happened. August of 2012, I was at the hunting land, and across the road from the hunting land is a big chicken processing place there. They got, not processing, raising. They got, I think it's 6 or 7 chicken barns. They bring the little chickies in and they let them free range in them barns. They call it free range chickens because they run around loose in the barn. They ain't in cages, but they just all stacked on one another. These little water things and feed things go down the aisles. Y'all see this new chicken operation stuff they do. Anyway, and the guy over there that ran it, his name was Catfish. And old Catfish told me, he come over and said, man, how y'all doing? Is there anything I can do to help y'all out or anything? And I said, well, yeah, not much. So I got some old chicken fans down here that come out of the barn. We can bring them down here and put them up. So, okay. So he brought us 2 big old chicken fans, huge, big fans that go in the top of these chicken houses. They replace them every so often, but these are perfectly good. We had these 2 big old fans in the hunting camp. When you got down there, and it's like this time of year when it's 100 degrees, or 88 at night. Man, them fans feel good. Yeah, they do. So anyhow, and Catfish told me, he said, hey, man, you like to kill hogs? I said, heck yeah. He said, man, I got a problem. So every time the feed truck comes in over there, and they got 3 silos there. They pump the feed into it, and it's all automated. It goes to the chicken house, all automated. It's kind of cool. got that thing. But anyway, he said the hogs come up at night because they always spill some. You know, that's hooking it up, unhooking it. It's always spill some. The hogs come up at night. He said, I didn't kill 3. My freezer's full, but I know there'd be a few more come up tonight because they just, you know, they can hear the truck. They hear that beep, beep, beep when it's backing up. They just standing at the edge of the woods out there just waiting. As soon as it gets dark, here they come. So yeah, man, I'll go and get me one. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So we was all camping out down there and having a big time, and had the country music radio blasting, and there was a few cold ones being drank and what have you. I don't know, it just hit me, you know, we was all stayed up about 1 o'clock, and then me and another buddy stayed up about 2, and I said, you know, I'm gonna go over and kill me a hog. So I strapped on my 44 and got on the 4-wheeler and went out the property, got up there to the road, looked both ways, crossed the road, got over there and headed to the chicken house. And I was going way, way too fast. Yeah, it was. Anyway, got over there where I was fixing to turn. The 3 silos was kind of in the middle of all the chicken barns, which would make sense, right? So I turned that corner and I was fixing to hammer down in between them 2 chicken barns and head toward the silo. And one of them chicken barns, they had cleaned out. What they do is them chickens, when they get of age, and then they bring the truck in, and they load them all on the truck, and then they take all the feeder stuff, water stuff out of the, put it over to the side, they scrape all that pine shavings and poop out of there, and they disinfect it, and they put all new stuff down for the next chickens. Well, they take all that stuff they take out, and they pile it over there on the side in between the chicken houses. So I turned the corner, and I headed down there, and I look up, and there's a pile of chicken crap, 9 foot tall. Not enough room on the left, not enough on the right to get by. I dang sure ain't gonna jump it. So I hit the brakes. When I did, I flew forward, hit the pile of chicken poop, and the 4-wheeler landed on top of me. Yeah, it did. And I was just stunned out of it. I'm sitting on my back, 4 wheels laying on my chest and my legs, and I smell gas, and the 4-wheeler's running, and I'm getting dizzy, I'm losing blood in my leg. I can't get this 700-pound 4-wheeler off of me. And I sit there and I say, Lord, I have messed up big time. Get me out of this somehow. Ooh, I hear thunder in the background. It just so happens, Catfish's daughter, they lived on the property, you know, where the chicken houses are at. She's 15 years old. Well, she done took up a bad habit of stealing Daddy's cigarettes. So she stepped out on the porch, 2 o'clock at night, smoked her cigarette, and she seen these strange lights shining up in the air at the chicken barn. I hope she finished her cigarette just for enjoyment, but she went and got her daddy and told Daddy something ain't right. There's lights blind. Daddy saw it. He hopped on the 4-wheeler. He come to me. Now, Catfish is a big old fella. He's about 6'3", 240 pounds, got muscles on him. Man, you wouldn't want to get in a bar fight with him. Anyhow, he showed up and saw me, and man, he couldn't get the 4-wheeler off. It was just too heavy. I was buried in that chicken poop. I mean, I was buried in it. It's in my ears. 4-wheeler sitting on top, you know. 4-wheeler would have crushed me if it wasn't for the chicken poop. Anyhow, so he said, hang on, I got to go get help. So he cut the 4-wheeler off, did do that. got in his four-wheeler and went across the road to the hunting camp. And one of our members, Keith Henry, he's an emergency room nurse. He's been all kind of surgical nurse, emergency room nurse, trauma nurses. Yeah. He went over to the hunting camp, got him, woke him up, and another guy. And they come over there, and Keith stopped me from bleeding. He put a tourniquet on me, stopped me from bleeding. And my leg, my right leg, from my ankle up to my knee, all that skin is gone. And then I cracked my femur, I cracked my hip bone, and busted my eardrum. Took a bunch of hide off the side of my ribs right here. I was gone. I was just out of it. I just remember getting loaded into the ambulance, taken to the hospital, and the next time I woke up was I was half naked, and I was on this, laying back on this thing, and it was moving forward, and I was going through a tunnel with light. And I said, wow, I'm heading home, ain't I? Get past this light, I'm gonna see Jesus. And I said that out loud, didn't realize. And the guy running the machine said, no, be still, don't talk. You're in the MRI machine. Yeah. And it hit me. And I struggled. And I always was a believer in the Lord. And but after that happened to me, now I went through some heck. Got out in a wheelchair after spending, I don't know, 3 weeks in the hospital and a couple of surgeries and skin grafts and, you know, fixed me up best I could. And I got out of that and come home in a wheelchair. It's rough, you know. I couldn't wipe my own tail. That's how bad it was. I couldn't move. Anyway, I got to thinking about that, and the Lord, you know, He started working His miracles. Started coming around, and yeah. I told myself that day, I said, Lord, you know, I'm believing, but it's time for me to serve. And what hit me most of all during all this period, I was out of work for 6 months, wheelchair, then the little walker thing, then the cane, then I could finally scoot around. And that's what I tell everybody nowadays. They say, run, Ed. And I said, I'm scooting. I can't run no more. But anyhow, yeah. So that's how all this injury come about. And then as I was sitting there in that hospital, I said, you know, it's time for me to not just believe, but serve. So, and the whole time, the company I worked for paid me every week. Paid my insurance, paid me. I was out of work 6 months. Don't get me wrong, after about the second week, you know, I was calling and saying, hey, can't come to work, but if anybody needs to talk to me about, you know, call me. This is back before COVID. Anybody even thought about working at home other than some of these insurance people. But anyhow, so my boss called on that, and he called me and said, yeah, you just answer the phone. I'll keep you a paycheck coming. I said, you got it, Bubba. Anyway, so it was a long road to hoe there to get back where I could go to work. But anyhow, that's what caused this here injury. And his foolishness, I was trying to act younger than I was. But, you know, it's all said and done. And like I said, it taught me to serve. So anybody I can help that I believe is trying to do right, I will. Yeah. That's just the way I am. And anybody's a believer, I'll help you. Sometimes I won't help you monetarily. I may help you with some advice. But it's time to serve. Here it is. All right, YouTube world, that was that. I mean, you know, here we are. Well, that was my story for tonight. And, oh, by the way, I did get some storm damage. I showed that little short clip the other day. Yeah, I didn't realize it the next morning. I drove down there this morning going to work, and the limb in the poplar tree broke over. And it's one of the big ones. It just like gonna split the tree in half. So called a tree man. Well, first I had my brother come by here. He lives in town. He's a little older than me, but he ain't no wiser. But I just needed somebody on my side because I'm gonna get this tree out of here. Anyway, he come by and said, yeah. I said, I got a chainsaw now. Yeah, I can't get out there because of my leg, but you, no, I think we need to call a tree man. I said, okay. But yeah, so that's I called a tree man today, and he come out, and right beside this tree is a cedar tree that came up just a couple of months after my daddy died. And he'd been trying to plant cedar trees on the other side over here as a fence, and they wouldn't take. But this one just popped up right in the front yard, right beside this poplar tree. So anyway, the tree man showed up, looked at it, took the tree, picked it up. I had a price in my mind. I said, yeah, you know, I'm gonna cut this tree down, and I really know I want to get the stumps off, you know, because it's got roots shooting out everywhere. I want to get all this, taken care of, hauled off, cleaned up, yep. But I want to save the cedar tree that's growing about this far from the trunk of the poplar. And it's up about 5 foot now. He said, I can do that. I said, all right, that's what I want to do. He said, well, let me go truck right up and ask me. I said, all right, I'm going to go inside, just come to the back door. Come to the back door, come in there and say, yep, all right, here's what we're going to do. Cut the tree down, haul everything off, cut up stumps, get it out the way, haul everything off, clean up, rake the yard. There won't be a leaf or limb nowhere. I said, yeah. He said, $2,000. I told my mother before he came in there, I said, Mom, I think it's going to be about a $2,000 job. Really? I said, yeah. Sure enough, $2,000. I said, all right, you got it. When can you start? About a month. I said, doggone. He said, yeah, we backed up like crap. I said, well, all right. I said, you know, it's a run. You come out here anytime. You ain't got any call me. Just come out here if you know it's a Saturday afternoon or Thursday and you got through with a job a little earlier and want to get started on this one. I don't mind if you cut it down and leave it in the yard for a few days. You know, whatever you need to do. It ain't got to all be cleaned up in one shot. Oh, okay. So anyhow, yep. That was the damage. $2 grand worth of damage from that little storm last night. Man, that thing hit. There was over 500,000 people in Georgia without power. And just that quick. Yeah, it was. Is anybody commenting? I can't see. I'm trying to see if I can make comments roll here. I don't know how to do this stuff. Yeah, sure don't. Yeah, if I could see comments, I could figure out what y'all's at. Well, let me see. I got another phone over here. Maybe everybody got bored and left. Heck, I don't know. You never know nowadays. Oh, I got comments coming back. Thank you for Pat for the pain relief. Juarez, yep, thank you. Somebody else was in there, but it faded off. But I'm gonna see if I can put this on this other phone here and catch comments on it, because I don't know, something about this live thing. Ooh, doggy. Oh, here I am. Gotta cut the volume down, I'm sure. All right. I got comments. Hey, number one, Scott, Neil, Pat, Renee Juarez, Random Things I Do, Joanne Shows, Carolyn Holmes. Oh, I'm glad everybody's listening. Yeah, you don't, watching sometimes, you know. Oh, what I got on the smoker tonight is a piece of salmon. Yeah, my mama don't like salmon other than salmon patties out of the can. But I tell you what, if you ever made salmon patties out of real, fresh pink salmon, oh, they're good. They're good. Hey, Bonnie and Linda. Yeah, Linda, I'm glad it wasn't too bad because just up the street here, guy's got one of them sheds in the yard like I got out here, one of the metal shed. It picked his up, rolled it over 4 or 5 times, and hit a big old tree in the fence. That thing was headed my way. It just blowed that thing slap over, man. Yeah. Hey, Patricia. Random things I do. Ooh, she got some fresh salmon. Yeah. We got to get some. But, yeah, so let me see about this salmon over here. Yep. Hey, Patricia. Yeah, I'll take the little thing with me. I can read when I go over there. Oh, boy, I'm telling y'all what. Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard to be humble when you're perfect every way. Well, I ain't, so I got to get my cane. Let me flip this salmon around. Be right back. Fire done going out. It's about ready. I think I'll just leave it in there. Yeah. I ain't got to do nothing to that. It's going to be just okay. Y'all hear me limping? I got on my favorite shoes tonight, though, guys. Y'all got to see these. You need to get a pair. I'm telling you. Cold weather, hot weather, it don't matter. These are the thing to have. Get around here. Y'all puffing on a cigarette too. Sorry, guys. These shoes, these things right here. Hold it up there. Y'all see them? It's a wool sock. It's got a lining in it too. And it's got a leather sole like a moccasin. See them things? These things was originally designed and used on the first moon launches. This is what their astronauts wore inside the capsules. Yeah, these things right here. The original company that made them, I don't think make them no more, but LL Bean makes them now. And, oh man. You slide these things on real quick. We got a leather bottom, so you got to go outside, it's quicker than throwing on a cowboy boot. It's dang sure quicker than throwing on a shoe and having to lace it tight. Just slide these things on, boop, boop, out the door you go. And I walked in water. The wool which just wicks every way, and the liner in it is Gore-Tex, and it's waterproof. And, I mean, the leather get wet, and it may seep through a little bit. These are the things to have, Yep. Oh, hey, Doris. Yep. Good to hear you, girl. Oh, man. Tell you what, the old legs starting to hurt here. Anybody want to ask me any questions or anything? I mean, I'm all open. I told you all my story, how I mucked up my leg, and how I got to deal with it. And we'll do what we can do. Mama's doing good. Thanks for asking, Kim. She's adjusting to her hearing aids. Every day, I have to make sure she puts, for some reason, the little speaker part, she wants to stick in this part of the ear. I have to make sure she puts it in this part of the ear. you know, the canals where it goes, the little speaker thing. But yeah, and then she wants me to turn it down. I think I've turned that thing down so many times. Then I was talking to her today. She had them on. She said, "What? What?" I said, "Mom, we need to turn them up." No, 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 it's too much white noise. I don't know. Y'all know what white noise is? That's like you turn the radio on to a station that ain't there, and it goes. Shh. It's got too much white noise. But she'd get used to it. So I'm freezing up. Oh no. I mean, I've been froze before, but I ain't never froze up. Oh, don't like salmon? Oh, shucks. Wow. Oh, yeah, mom had roast beef tonight. She's not a big salmon eater, so she had her some sliced roast beef. She made her some of that gravy and sliced roast beef, and then made her one of them open face sandwiches with roast beef and gravy. Yeah, I almost went down for that, but not freezing up. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, what else is on the agenda? Anybody else got a question? Get the iced tea over here. Tell you what, man, it's been hot here. It's gonna be hot tomorrow, but by tomorrow evening we got some kind of cold front coming in. And the next day they say it won't be but 86. Pretty doggone good. I see lightning in the background out there. There's supposed to storms coming in tonight. We got a storm watch, not a warning yet. Yeah. All right, well, good, Scott. All right, that's good. That freezing up. Yeah, it can be local sometimes. It happens to me a lot. Yeah. I'm just surprised I can YouTube this off. This camera is Wi-Fi. It ain't even got a phone number associated with it. It's totally Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is upstairs in the man cave, and I'm out here in the carport listening to the frogs and the crickets. Rain coming in. I can smell it now. Yeah, we're gonna get another little shower tonight. Hopefully no bad weather. Yep. Yeah, Neil, I'm telling you what. About 4 years ago, I got the hairy leg, and I went and bought me a Victory 8-ball from a banker. They had just bought it new and didn't want it. And man, I got on that thing, rode around a few days, and then got to a four-way stop out near the country club on a Sunday morning, and went to pull out, and a lady just come through there and just didn't see me. She barely nicked the front tire, which turned me around and laid me over on the ground. Then she hit the brakes, and anyway, she got out. I was all right because I was stationary. Just a bike fell on me. My right side again, didn't get all that weight, so right side took a licking. I guess if we get in a fight, I need to put my left side up. No. Anyhow, yeah, I figured right then I need to get that thing sold. So I called a guy about it from one of you wanted to buy it back. He said, well, as a matter of fact, I do. I've been missing it. Yeah, I really don't buy it back. I said, I'll let you have it $500 less than you sold it to me for. He said, I'm on the way. When you want to meet Sunday? I said, yeah, bring your trailer. And he did pull up, bought the trailer, gave me a check. It was $500 less than I learned. Too old for that crap nowadays. Always fun and, yeah. Grow your big old long beard, get out there, 50-something years old. And yeah, it's going to get you sooner or later. You write one of them things enough, it's going to get you. There it is. No, Carolyn, this leg's actually, let me explain the hurt to you. I'm sitting here right now. I got my legs crossed. I got my left leg sitting on my right leg. And it doesn't hurt a bit. Doesn't hurt a bit. Now, if I get up and try to move that right leg, it hurts. Yeah, it does. But if I take slow steps, it don't hurt as much. But if I try to, man, It's rough, but you know, I'm dealing with it. Yeah, no, not doing any pain medication. It's not that bad, but it hurts like heck. Yeah, it's prevented me from doing anything at cabin land this week. Basically, go to work, you know, do my thing, do my spill, come home, stay on the phone, whatever I gotta do. Just, you know, I had to just sit there or either lay in the bed and hope things get better. Cause I couldn't walk from here to the mailbox and back right now. And I sure couldn't. His right leg needs more gas. It does, Piggy. I figure out a way to pipe it over there. I'll be doing good. Oh, you've had them on and off the road too? Yeah. Well, Neil, I tell you what, one time I had a Mako 500 dirt bike. I don't know if you know what that thing was. It was a Spanish bike with a 500cc motor. That was just one head, two-stroke, big old fin thing. Ding, 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 ding. Some gonna hit 22,000 RPM before you could turn around. Yeah, baddest dirt bike on earth. And I was at a place called Kathy's Ranch. I had this bike when I was about 21 years old. And I was blowing them away, man. I was leading the dang pack, just coming on around there and biking on these dirt trails and doing these booply bloops and then down through things. And I went a little wide on the dang curve. And there was a tree they had cut down, a little stump about that big around sticking up. My front tire hit that thing and pew, back into the bike, lifted up. The tire went flat and I went flying forward right into a barbed wire fence. Again, on the right side. Yeah, I did. But luckily I had on a lot of, good clothing, so, I mean, it tore it up, had to throw it away, but it hurt my pride more than anything. I was winning that race, but I let that bike get away from me. But yeah, I couldn't crank that, Neil, it wasn't an electric start. I couldn't push down on that, even with the compression release on. I couldn't push down on that 500. And even when I was helping, that dumb guy, I had to just, get a good roll and then drop it in first and let the momentum crank it up. That dumb gun, man. Tell you what, if you push down and you push down all the way and that thing kick back, man, it'd break your leg, break your ankle. You'd feel it in your left jawbone. I'm telling you. Yeah, you would. Yeah. Try to stay on here an hour tonight, but I don't know, 30 minutes is rolling around. Y'all talking amongst yourselves or anything going on? There ain't nothing going on, and Ouch, I got questions. You answer them. I mean, ask me, I got answers. Boy, it's getting cooler now. Till that rain's getting here. You ever smelt the rain? Yeah, you can do that. Hey, Roger Butch. That was my special guest last weekend. He's done joined the fray. Now, Roger, I'm disappointed in you. Oh, I'm very disappointed in you, Roger. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, random thing to do. I'll be in Alabama. Yep, I will. Got a nice place to stay up there, too. Boy, it's way above my pay grade. But we're going to act like kings for a weekend anyhow. Yep. Yeah, Roger, you ain't sent me a picture of your new boat. You're supposed to send me and Brandon a picture of your new boat, and you ain't done it. Hey, Joyce, glad you're here. You ain't late. We just having fun. Now, of course, you can watch the replay and, hear about my story. But I'm all bummed up nowadays. But it'll get better. Yeah, Roger, you put that thing in the water yet? I know you have. I mean, ain't crazy. Yeah, Bonnie, the smell of rain, ain't it nice? Yeah, I love that. The smell of fresh grass or hay being cut. Oh, yeah, it smells good too. It does. Yeah, Pat Rogers in big trouble. He, you know. And now he's probably. Wait a minute. I'll have to say something. Now Roger uses that fake book thing, you know. I don't do that no more. Like a booger man coming up behind me. I don't do fake book, but Roger's on there, and he's probably posted pictures of his boat and first fishing trip. And I just don't see it because I ain't on Facebook. I don't do it. I ain't gonna do it. Been there, done it, and they got kicked out. So, yep, screw you. Yep, I ain't doing it. Not in the water yet. What the heck's going on over there? You hurt your back too? Oh, Sunday you will. Well, okay. Yeah, no, I'm getting worried here. Roger's not. Yeah, I mean, you know, Is that Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning? I'm asking for a friend, Roger, you know. Because it's Sunday morning, that friend couldn't come. He got to go take Mom to church and all that. But Sunday afternoon, if his old leg halfway worked, yeah. I mean, that friend could make it. Yeah, he could. Oh, yeah, you just got them shots, too, in your back. That's what I probably need, a dang shot. I don't know. I need to study this natural stuff. Yep. Start taking some of that. Maybe I won't get, you know, all stoved up as much. Yeah, I know it takes a couple days to feel better. I know what you're talking about. I've been fighting this. I mean, each day's a little better, but usually I'm over it. And then what happens is you just wake up one morning and everything's working, nothing hurts. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Yep. So you try to go to sleep a lot, hoping you wake up and get everything be all right, but it don't happen. It don't happen. Gee whiz. Hey, Candy, Huntsville, Alabama, so y'all getting it too. All right, yeah. I like Huntsville. It's a nice town, really. Got a lot of diverse industries there. You got some military, and you also got some, I better not talk about bomb making stuff, but yeah, they got it going on around there. That's a little NASA, too. They got their own launch pad over there. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Doris, some people have talked to me about CBD, but the problem with that is the company I work for now, I mean, it's the same company I've been working for, but it got bought out by this conglomerate. And now this conglomerate randomly drug tests people. And if CBD oil is in your, just like it's going to show a marker for marijuana, and that's a shame. And you know they put letters out that, so no, I can't go that route. You know, when I retire here, I think I'm going to retire just about a year and a few months. Yeah, I'll dang sure try it, and yeah, they kiss my grits, really, to be honest with you about it. But yeah, medicine's medicine. Hey, Lori Carp, good to see you tonight. Roger, you got CRS, what is that? Chronic rheumatoid syndrome? Y'all listen, I don't know if you hear them winds blowing or not. Wind storm coming in here. Hang on a minute, guys. I need to look to the northwest here just a second. Radar shows I'm fixing to get rain in. Thanks. Joanne, I know you're always watching after me. I appreciate it. I really do. I hear an airplane flying. Oh yeah, straight over. Man, he's flying. You kidding? He just went into the clouds. Wow. Yeah, well, that's a cold wind. lightning to my west. Yeah, I would try to move the camera, but it's hard for me to just walk. Oh yeah, just getting it down. I should have a good rain by in about an hour or so. Yeah, we could use another good rain. Oh, back behind me is my peas and purple hull peas. I'm telling you, there is no better vegetable in my book than purple hull peas. Especially if you cook them with a little fat meat. They killers. So I grow 3 big raised beds full. And I put a video out a while back, or a short video, the peas were popping. And peas take a long time. Nice thing about them, they're nitrogen fixers. So they actually put nitrogen in the soil. They suck a lot of potassium out and a little bit of phosphorus, but they fixing to bloom. And you know what that means when they bloom? We're about 30 days from picking peas. Yeah, we are. I like to pick them. Some of them I like to pick green and do snaps. And then, big ones that turn real purple. I'm telling you what. Purple hull peas, there's 2 types. Sometimes people talk about a Mississippi red eye, and it's a little smaller and more of a dry flavor than the brand thing I use. What are these things called? These purple hull peas, yeah. Grown all over in Georgia and lower Alabama. Yeah, man. They love the heat. The heat don't bother them one doggone bit. Can y'all hear that wind blowing? Oh, yeah. Listen to that wind. I don't know if y'all hear it or not, but it sure feel good. The birds, feeders over there rocking and rolling. Do y'all know what I'm feeding my birds right now? My brother, who lives here in town, bought a bunch of junk at Costco a while back, kind of doing some prepping stuff. He bought a case of almonds in 2-pound bags, a whole case of them. Well, he was cleaning out his closet the other day, and he noticed that there's this case in there. He got it out and looked at it, and there's some almonds. He said, doggone, I've kind of all about these. He opened one bag, ate it, and they's rancid. So he called me up. He said, I got a whole case of almonds over here rancid. You gonna feed them to your birds? I said, yeah, bring them on. Mr. Squirrel like it too. So we brought them over here, to open bag at a time. Before I open the bag, I put a little, open the bag just a little, let some air out. Then I place a rag over top of it. I take a hammer and I beat the tar out of it. Beat the tar out of it. Then I open it up. And I got all smooshed up almonds and I put them in my bird feeders. And then I put the rest of the almonds, I put them along a little shelf over there for Mr. Squirrel. I got a squirrel feeder over there. It actually was a quail feeder that Brandon Eddie made. Yeah, Eddie Family Farm. He made it. I picked it up from him. And the squirrels, the holes was about this big, and the squirrels now walled them out like that big, so they can get in there. So I put the almonds in there, and then the squirrels eat the whole almonds. And then I noticed the cardinals would come in, and they wouldn't land on the bird feeder, and they'd feed a little bit, but then they'd fly down and just start pecking on a whole almond that I left out there for the squirrels. And they'll peck it to where there's a little hole in the almond. Yeah, I've got to save one. I'll show y'all. But yeah, I thought that was strange, weird, something different. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they got too much heat, George. I don't know. I tasted one or two of them. They taste rancid to me. I mean, I'm not a big almond fan. Yeah, I like pistachios though. Man, I love them pistachios and peanuts too. Yeah, I do. That's one of the best foods. Now, I made a sandwich today, and I thought about MT Homestead. You know, they got that sandwich challenge. So I thought, well, maybe I may film this. I don't know. But have y'all ever had this sandwich? It's great. I like the Captain Durst bread. You know, the yellow-looking bread. And you need some peanut butter. Then you cut up a banana and stick it on top of the peanut butter. Then you take the top piece of bread and you put some Duke's mayonnaise on it. And if you want to go vegetarian, you can slap it together right there and eat it. But if you want to go carnivore, put your 2 or 3, usually 3 pieces, sometimes 4, we cut them small, of that microwave bacon, crispy, where you get crunch. Stick that on top of them bananas, and then stick that piece of bread with the Duke's mayonnaise on it. Yep. Bacon, banana, peanut butter sandwich. I'm telling you, with Duke's mayonnaise, it is off the chain. Man, it's good. Yeah, but if you want to go vegan, you just do the peanut butter and banana. That's dang good too. But Duke's mayonnaise is good. I tell you what, every now and then that old stuff Miracle Whip, that old spice. Every now and then Miracle Whip ain't bad on it, but it ain't my preference. Yep, ain't my preference. Yeah, George, that ain't yum, ain't it? Think about it. Now, everybody's got peanut butter, everybody's got bread, and I think everybody's got a little banana laying around or two. Boy, it's funny. You go to the store and you look at them bananas, and they're all nice and yellow, and you get them, you take them home, and 2 days later, you better eat them boogers. They going bad quick. There's got to be one logistical, magical thing, if you think about it, because most bananas come from Nicaragua, down in Central America. They have to be picked. They have to be transported, loaded on a container, shipped over on a boat. They ain't gonna fly them. If you flew bananas, it cost you $10 a pound. Be shipped on a boat, unloaded at a dock in the United States, dispersed amongst different avenues. This load's going here, this load's going there, this load's going there. And arrive at a grocery store, arrive at a distribution center, then be delivered to a grocery store. They use a container thing, because one container full of bananas ain't gonna go to one grocery store. Yeah, they never sell them. So you see where I'm going with this. And isn't it amazing that they're only a dollar or so a pound? I hear somebody with a old Dodge over there firing it up. But isn't that amazing? That it's something like that is that inexpensive. And then you go to the grocery store and you're looking at some tomatoes or peaches grown right here in Georgia, and they ain't cheap. They ain't cheap. Yeah. I mean, all got to make a living. Don't get me wrong. I'll pay the price for getting something local. Ain't no problem with that. Yep. Green bananas. Yeah, that's what I don't buy too many bananas nowadays because I don't want them spoiled. But I do like a banana about every day, every other day at least. But sure, I like one every day. Yep. Ooh, salmon pea. Yeah, making you hungry. I know what I'm talking about. Ooh, liverwurst and Miracle Whip. You know, Roger, I ain't had no good liverwurst in a while. What brand are you buying? Man, that wind blow. We got somebody up on the highway. Sure running a motor. And I got a dog back behind me barking. Oh, there's some more lightning. Doggone. I see a little fire ant mound that popped up out there. I gotta do something about that. Yep. Here, whatever you can find. Okay. Oh man. Yep. Well, oh go. It's coming in here. It's coming in here pretty soon. Yeah, it is. Man, I know when I get up, I'm not in pain at all right now. I feel good, not in pain. Nice glass of iced tea. Talking to friends, everything's fine. When I cut this stuff off, I have to stand up. Oh man. Yep. Yeah, dogs are barking. Something happened. Yep, things is moving. Storm's coming in. Oh yeah, I hear more rumbling, and somebody up there got some loud exhaust on the highway. Anyhow, all right, YouTube land. Thanks for dropping in, Ed Kirkpatrick. We didn't quite go an hour tonight, but the way things is moving and coming around here, it's fixing to be raining here in a minute or two. I can smell it, I can feel it. So, there's a little bit of lightning popping into clouds. I don't hear thunder, so it's way. Yeah, 720 mile an hour is how fast lightning travels. Is that right? Y'all go figure it out. Thanks, Neil. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks, Pat. Yeah, we'll have a good weekend, I hope. And love the sound of thunder too, man. Thunder rolls. Anyway, God bless everybody. Doris, Joanne, everybody stopped in. Spent a few minutes of their time with me. I appreciate it. Y'all are the true fans. Y'all follow me along through thick and thin. So get over this hump here on my leg. We'll get cabin land going. I know a lot of y'all are waiting to see that. So yeah, cabin land's gonna be a trip. Yeah, it is. All right, God bless everybody. Ed Kirkpatrick, thanks for dropping in. Now I always have a trouble turning this dude off here, so let's see if I can do it right.